What does it take to build an empire? A revolutionary idea? A genius-level IQ? A trust fund? How about $500 and a killer chicken sandwich? This is the story of Zach McLeroy, a college graduate with a business degree, working a regular job and feeling stuck. The American dream felt like it had a do not disturb sign on it. But Zach had a secret weapon. It wasn't a business plan, it was a best friend, Tony Townley, and a shared obsession. They believed that the world of fast food was missing something: good food, specifically the kind of mouth-watering Southern-style chicken they loved. So in 1990, in the small town of Statesboro, Georgia, they placed their bet. With a combined $500, they decided to open a restaurant. Not just any restaurant, their restaurant. Now, let's pause. You're probably thinking, cool, a couple of guys open a chicken joint. But here's where Zach's story separates from the pack. They had zero experience. Zach wasn't a chef. Tony wasn't a restaurateur. They were just two guys who knew what they liked. They did everything themselves. Zach was the visionary, the motivator. He wasn't in a corporate office, he was in the trenches, flipping chicken, mopping floors, taking orders with a smile so big it could power the neon sign outside. They called it Zaxby's, a fun, quirky name for what they called absolutely crazy good food. They focused on what mattered: insane flavor, a fun atmosphere, and treating every customer like a neighbor, because in Statesboro, they were the neighbors. And people noticed. The line started at the door and stayed there. That one single $500 restaurant became 2, then 10, then 100. Today, Zaxby's is not just a restaurant, it's a phenomenon, with over 900 locations across the American South, generating nearly $2 billion in annual revenue. So what's the secret sauce? And I'm not just talking about the Zach sauce. It wasn't a magic formula. It was grit. Zach McLeroy bet on himself when he had almost nothing to bet with. It was partnership. He knew he couldn't do it alone. He found a co-pilot who shared his dream. And most importantly, it was passion. He wasn't just selling chicken. He was sharing an experience he genuinely believed in. He loved his product, and that love was contagious. So what's your Zaxby's? What's that idea that keeps you up at night? That thing you and your friends talk about, but real life gets in the way? Maybe you don't have the funding. Maybe you don't have the experience. Zach McLeroy started with less than most of us have in our savings account right now. He started with a belief in a better chicken sandwich, and a belief in himself. Your journey to $1 billion, or to simply building a life you're proud of, starts with a single step, a single phone call to a friend, a single sketch on a napkin. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment was invented by people who were too scared to start with an imperfect one. Be crazy enough to believe in your idea. Be stubborn enough to mop the floors until 3 a.m. Be passionate enough to make your own sauce. Build your empire, one sandwich at a time.